Hello everybody, my name is Lori. I am here today to give you a brief update for my brief debt update for March of 2025. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what my plan for how things went in February. There we are. Okay, so February debt payoff and March debt payoff plan. So I apologize if this is hard to see. I tried to make it as big as I could, but when I made it bigger, it ended up going to a second page. So that's something I need to work on, formatting. So my Chase credit card starting balance in February was $5,400. I paid $400, so I ended the month at owing $5,000 on it. And the amount of money I plan to pay in March is $100, and so at the end of March my balance should be $4,900 or less, because I actually want to pay more than that. So we'll see what happens. It kind of depends on how much my bonus is. So for my Lowe's credit card, oh yeah, the Chase credit card 0%. My Lowe's credit card, I have my house windows on there, and I have just like regular shopping. The house windows, the interest is about 7%, maybe a little bit less, and for everything else it's like 30%. So I owe about $8,000, well probably $7,800 on the windows, and about $1,200 on everything else. So when I get the bill for it, part of the bill is for the windows, which is $353.50 a month, and everything else. So if I get a bill that says the minimum payment is $409.50, $353 of it's for the windows, and the rest, which is like $60, is for everything else. So as I'm sure you can imagine, the interest that I'm paying on just the extra purchases is as much as the interest on the windows. So the interest on the windows is, let's say it's $40. Well, the interest on the rest of the stuff that I've purchased is also $40. So even though the balance that I owe is so much smaller, so I really, really, really want to pay off this Lowe's credit card. It's costing me, like I said, about $500 a month, because I always send a little bit extra, and it's just going so slowly getting this paid off. If I could get it paid off by the end of, I know I can't do it by the end of March, but if I could get it paid off by the end of April, oh my goodness, that's $500 a month back in my pocket, and I could put it actually towards the Fidelity credit card. So my personal credit card rolled over to the Fidelity card. At the beginning of February, I owed $3,647 on it, and that's how much it was paid off. But once again, not really, because it went to the Fidelity card. So the Fidelity card, so I actually started the process in January. So I paid off 3 debts: my personal credit card, my Citibank credit card, and my personal loan. And so I started in January and finished in February. So I paid off 2 of them, and so it was $10,336. But then within a few days into February, the personal credit card was added to it. So that's why it says $13,436, is because these 2 were added together over to here. So, and also it looks like I paid that much, but I didn't. I can't explain it. Hopefully y'all understand this, because I can't really explain it to you. So the payment I made was $236.46, but that's not correct either. Sorry about that. That's what my payment's going to be in March. So in February, I paid the fee that I was charged to transfer the balances, and it was $403 thereabouts. So anyway, sorry about all that. Whew. Alright, so anyway, so starting in April, I hope my balance is $13,200. It will be no more than that. So for my personal loans, I have my hot water heater, in February, start of February, I had $4,003.68. Now it's $3,878.87, a payment of $124.93, which is the same amount I plan to pay in March, with an ending balance of $3,753. All right. And this is 0%. Also, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it, the Fidelity one is 0%. Hot water heater is 0% until October. I'd really like to get it paid off before October, so we'll see what happens there. For the first personal loan, the balance is $18,205.37. Ending balance $18,000. I paid $205.37. That's the amount that the debt went down by, not how much I actually paid. I actually paid $270, plus about another $65, so about $350, I think is what it was. Anyway, so for March I'm planning on paying $270, and I'll start April with a new balance of $17,800. My second Ally loan, my second home improvement loan, started out $18,874.77, ends at $18,550. The amount I paid off was $324.77, and once again, that's the actual amount that I send. Of course, as you know, is more than the amount that goes down every month. So in March, I'm planning on $294.54, and also remember that I made 2 actual payments to this. One was on the 1st and one was on the 28th. So the one on the 28th is technically for March. But anyway, it looks like there's 2 payments, which is why there's more, that it went down by twice as much as it normally would. Okay, I'm messing this up. Sorry about that if I'm confusing anybody. So for my car, I started out with $24,365.67. I finished at, excuse me, one second. So I finished at $23,988.92, a difference of $376.75. My actual payments planned for March, $534.86. So I'm losing, what does that work out to be? Almost $140 a month in interest. So my April start, $23,612.17. So for my 401k loan, started out at $42,822.43, ended at $42,597.97, a difference of $224.46. My monthly payments equaled $375.92. So my planned April starting balance, $42,373.51. And for my mortgage, I started out at $340,969.11. I ended at $340,386, a difference of $582.90. My actual payment amount, that's just principal and interest, is $1,716.62. So I hope to start April at about $339,804.83. So these are my totals. February starting balance for debt was $478,469.46. And I ended the month at $474,838.38. The amount I paid off in February was $3,631.03, which is what my goal was. And so in March, I hope to pay off $8,786.02 in March. That's my goal. If I'm able to do that, that's not just reaching my goal for March, but essentially it will reach my goal for April and part of May. So, and once again, that's just because of my bonus check. I wish I got a bonus every month, but it only happens once a year. So that was my March 2025 debt update. I hope that y'all enjoyed the mayhem, and I'm trying to find a way of displaying this information so that it's easy to read, but there's so many numbers. I haven't quite figured out the best way to do that yet, but I'm working on it, so maybe next month I'll have a better format or layout or something. To me it looks easy to read, but to you it probably looks very, very small. Maybe you can zoom in with your device or something. Alright, well, that's it. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. I hope that you got something out of this. If nothing else, I hope you were entertained. And I know doing this helps me stay motivated, and also hearing from you folks helps to keep me accountable. And when people ask me questions, when I am trying to answer them, it actually helps me to learn myself. So anyway, I guess that's it. According to the debt payoff, one more thing, sorry about that. According to the debt payoff tracker planner app that I use, with the additional payments I'm able to make with my bonus and tax refund, my new payoff date is moved up about 4 months. It went from December of 2035 to now, I think it's July of 2035, maybe June. So that's it. All right, thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day. Bye bye.